Today we're looking at a project that really turns everything we think we know about filmmaking on its head. A complete feature film that rewrites the rules of the game. Let's be honest, ask yourself the question, how many people work on a normal film? The answer quickly runs into the hundreds. But what if that answer is no longer true? It's about Helen, the Decision, a film that not only tells a story, but is itself an incredible story, specifically about the future of the creative industry. But what is the film actually about? Before we get into how all this was possible, let's first take a look at what the story is actually about. Imagine this world, dark, the cities are dried up. Life only takes place at night to escape the murderous heat. But then there's a breakthrough, a technology that allows you to extract water from crystals. Huge factories are being built to create clouds to cool everything down again. And it is precisely at the head of this company that our heroine, Helen, ends up, and suddenly has to decide the fate of everyone. And that makes one thing very clear. This is not just a tech demo. Not at all. It's a true tech thriller that asks these big, uncomfortable questions about human megalomania, our ambitions, and the consequences that we simply can't foresee. And now it gets really fascinating. How can a single person create something like this? Let's take a look behind the scenes. Over 3,000 hours. Let that number sink in. That's more than 125 days, straight, 24 hours a day, without a break, just work. And that's what the creator himself says. Jochen Zilch calls it a megalomaniacal project, and I believe this self-assessment hits the nail on the head when you imagine the scale of this challenge. You have to let that sink in. Jochen Zilch wasn't just one person here. He was a producer, he was a director, he composed the music and also edited the entire film himself. A self-made artist in the truest sense of the word. Okay, let's dive deeper into this megalomaniacal project. What exactly do these 3,000 hours mean in practice? The production took 1.5 years, and during this time, AI technology developed so rapidly that his tools were constantly changing in the middle of the project. Imagine you're painting a picture, and in the meantime, your brushes and paints change their properties on their own. Maintaining a consistent look was a daily struggle. Insane. But it was about so much more than just time. There were thousands of euros for software licenses, the enormous power consumption that such an AI generation has, and as Zilch himself puts it, a huge toll on his nerves. So it was an investment on every conceivable level. So what does this all mean now? Is this just a one-time crazy experiment, or are we perhaps really seeing the future of cinema right now? This isn't a short clip, not a trailer, not a gimmick. This is a full-length feature film with a complete story.